Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle Expert and I hope that you're going to enjoy this video and all the videos that are on my social platforms. Somebody's trying to get hold of me. Why do I suddenly have a British accent? Anyway. Okay, so welcome to the channel. So yeah, hectic. I think this video for me has been very hard to film, but I told myself not hard to film, it's just been a bit interesting because it's just life and it's an experience that I'm quite excited to share with you guys. So if you're watching this video, probably by the title already, you kind of already know that the cat's out the bag and there is a bun in the oven. We're currently baking at the moment, which basically explains my inconsistency over the past couple of months because I've just been adjusting like all of that. And the purpose of this video is just to kind of give you guys a little update on how that's been going and just my first trimester update. I think that's one of those experiences that really just like shook me to the core. I was just like, wait, what? I had this dream, and you know, a lot of people have been saying that, oh, first time moms say that, like I had this dream of having like a lot of kids, and now I'm just like, I don't know. Because I saw flames. But anyway, let's actually then start with how I found out I was pregnant. So how I found out is wait, what actually happened? Oh, okay, so it was the usual like period getting late. However, within that like late time, the reason why I actually didn't take my period being late quite seriously was because my period is very like irregular, and I've had some times where it just never came. So it was one of those where I was like very relaxed. I was like, could be one of those things where it's not coming, it's not here, it doesn't want to come, so let me just let it be and not try to force it to be in my life, because I could do without it, you know, because of how my period pains actually were. So it was one of those, and I really didn't take it seriously. I was just like, whatever, it will come when it comes, it will come when it comes. And my partner kept saying to me, I need to take a pregnancy test. And I'm just like, you need to calm down and you need to chill, because I mean, I'm not pregnant. My period does this usually, and it's gonna be fine. So a week goes by. I'm a week late, and then I had an event that I was doing, right? So like when I went in the morning, I woke up so sick. Like I was so sick. I was very nauseous. I just wasn't feeling like myself. I was feeling very dizzy, very faint. Like I wanted to, like just nothing made sense. And I thought to myself, it's probably because maybe I haven't eaten, because I'm such a huge breakfast person. Like when I wake up in the morning, food is the first thing I think about. So I felt like maybe it's because I hadn't eaten. That's why I was feeling like that. So I didn't really like pay attention to it. But like something at the back of my mind just started going, girl, you need to just be, I don't know, just like, you know. But I decided to ignore that. I don't know, you know, sometimes when something is very clear to you, you just become so blind to it. And I felt like that's how I was with this whole thing. So I do that event. Halfway through the event, I am struggling. Like I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling faint, and the event was outside. I'm just like going through it, okay? And then I go home, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then that same weekend, actually, I decide to go visit my mom. And normally when I visit my mom, I usually sleep in my mom's bed because I like sleeping with her. And that night, the first night, I couldn't sleep. The first night I had the worst insomnia. Like I was so tired, but I could not sleep. Like I was awake the entire night. It was so weird. And I thought to myself, am I stressed? Am I going through something? Like what's wrong? Literally didn't even understand what it was. So I just left it like that. I thought, maybe, you know what? I haven't seen my mom in a while, or there was so much on my mind. So maybe that's why I couldn't sleep. And then I just left it like that. And then the second night, I couldn't sleep, but I had a lot of cramps, like period pain, like cramps, like they were bad. Like they were just, I was just like, oh my God. And I think at that time when I started having the cramps through the night, I thought that my period is here. I was like, oh, this happens all the time. I know this feeling. My period is actually coming, so we good. And then girl did not come. I had period pains, or period-like pains the entire night. And I woke up in the morning hoping, like on some, it's already here, it's good, I'm gonna be fine, and we're gonna be sorted. And then in the morning, my period did not come. So I still thought to myself, it's still going to come. So I literally went through the second week thinking that my period is going to come. But one of the signs that I was actually going through that whole week was insomnia and like fatigue, but like fatigue that's unexplainable. Like, you know, when you're so tired, you're tired from the inside. It's not like, oh, I had a good, no. It's not like I had a hectic day and now I'm exhausted. No, it's like a tired from the inside that is just not understandable. And then I just started sleeping a little bit too much through the day. And I don't know if it's because I wasn't sleeping at night or if it was because I have no idea. At night, I would be blank. I'd literally be awake until like 6 a.m. in the morning through the night, like wide awake. Without any sleep, I'd toss and turn until I give up and decide to read a book. Couldn't sleep at all. And then during the day, and then I'd sleep like as soon as the sun comes out, I get sleepy and then I sleep. And after I sleep, I'm just so tired. I could literally sleep the entire day. So that was a bit challenging, mainly because I have work to do, you know? So it was a bit hard to kind of navigate work because I just wasn't feeling like myself. And I think then one time my partner and I were just like, okay, we need to take a pregnancy test just to be sure. And then if it's not what we think it is, then we'll go and see the doctor. And then I do somehow, I don't know if men just generally like know, but he was just like, girl, that's your fate. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think so. You know, I'm going to be fine. So I literally was the one postponing taking the test. And then I went to the mall. I don't remember what I was getting at the mall, but I then just got a couple of pregnancy tests as well. And then I took them home to him. So we were at home, it's in the evening, and we just like, okay, cool, are we ready? Do we want to do this? Let's do this, let's go. And then I took 2 of them because I just want to be completely sure, okay? Guys, my fate was determined within a few seconds. I peed on those little sticks and they literally said that I am very pregnant. They were very clear. And I remember literally as soon as I found out, I just sat on the floor and I started crying. That was my reaction. I just wept. I just cried and I don't know why. I was just very emotional. Obviously I did not plan to have a baby. Like there was just a lot of things that were going through my mind, and I think being overwhelmed because it's just like there's a whole human being involved here. I mean, okay, hectic, you know? So it was just that, and he was so sweet. He really comforted me, and we kind of spoke about it. It wasn't really like speak about it. It was just like, you know, this is what's going to happen and we're going to be good. We'll take care of this and we're going to be fine, you know. But it was just panic. I think the days after that were very hard for me, mainly because I was just like a baby, like a child. I have so much that I need to do and all of that. Like there was just so much happening, like going through my mind. And then I go through all of that in my head while I am literally feeling sick. So it almost feels like from the moment I found out, like all the early pregnancy symptoms just like went all the way up. Like I just started feeling a lot more sick. I started getting a lot more nausea. I wasn't throwing up, but I was struggling to eat a lot. Like I could not eat. I wasn't feeling great. Just nothing was cute. I was sleepy all the time. Literally, like I could only sleep when the sun is out. As soon as it's evening, I can't sleep. Like I lose all the sleep that I have and I can't sleep. So my first trimester was really kind of filled with that. Well, we also found out a bit late, to be honest, that we were pregnant. We also found out towards the end, literally I think at the brink end of my last trimester, so of my first trimester I mean. So it wasn't a bit, like it wasn't much, but like that last bit of it was very tough, was very hard for me. I was sick all the time. And also when we found out, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my friends, I told nobody. I literally was just like trying to wrap my head around what this thing actually is. And that was just really it, just going through all those symptoms. It was really, really hard because it also happened at a time where I was like in my game, like I was hosting Twitter spaces. Been busy, guys. I was a busy girl. I was being booked. Yes, I was here. And when that happened, I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? Because I feel like I have to slow down for my own health. I feel like I don't have enough power to. I feel like if I'm going to be sleeping throughout the day because I'm feeling so sick and I'm feeling so weak, how am I going to get work done? Like there was just so much happening through my mind that I was just like, I don't know how I'm actually going to cope with this. But to be quite honest, I think as time went, one of the biggest things I just learned was just patience. Like I literally got to a point I was like to myself, you know what, this happened for a reason, and you either can choose to like wallow into the work that you could be doing right now, or you can literally just be in the moment and embrace this journey right now because it's your first time and you've got somebody who's very supportive, who's with you, which is my partner, and you can literally just choose to enjoy this moment right now. And I just told myself that that's what I'm going to do. And I think from there, even throughout the challenges, it was and it's been very blissful. You know, we're very excited to meet our little person. And it's really kind of opened up a different side of me that I didn't think exists. I think if anybody, if you know me personally, you know, like I'm such a workaholic. I like getting things done, that I'm always on the move. And I've just been learning to sometimes just sit into something and soak up an experience and just love it. And you're just like, oh God, I'm so grateful for this journey because I really didn't understand, you know, what it would do to me. And more than anything, like all the concerns that I had when I found out, like things like, if I'm not able to work, will I make enough money? Guys, God just provided in a way that I cannot even begin to explain. He just he just flooded us with like everything that we needed to a point where I've never lacked, you know, literally. And I'm just like, God, you're so faithful, and you knew that this was going to happen. And because you knew that this was going to happen, you have made it, you know, happen your way. And I've been comfortable, I've been cared for, I've been loved. It's just been a beautiful experience, and that's just been my first trimester. So I am, I think, like I said, if you do follow me on Twitter, I did talk about this, that I'm going to be sharing with you guys a bit of like snippets as far as this whole entire journey is concerned. So I'm going to be doing a couple of videos sharing that with you, and also just navigating being like a working mom to be, and then working mom. So we'll see how that works out, but I really hope you kind of like this kind of content. I think it's very different and it's very new for my channel, so let me know what you guys think. And I'm literally doing a lot of research around babies, around taking care of kids, taking care of babies. I think that's like the fundamental, because my child's going to be a baby when they're born. So I'm doing a lot of work around that, and so I'd appreciate any tips, any tricks, anything. Share your stories with me, you guys. I know that there's a couple of people that watch my channel that are mommies. So yeah, that's really how my first trimester went. The next video that I'm going to be sharing about this is going to be about my second trimester. And we're going to talk a little bit about that because that was actually very interesting. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Do hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I actually don't know what you're trying to do with your life, but you need to subscribe, okay? And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.